Sports. It's in the game. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's able to find Diggs. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 61 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down. At the 39.
A gain of 15 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they'll throw it with Wilson being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. On third and goal, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Geno. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins, escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Wilson out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
14, got it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Well, partner, let's look league-wide for a second and think playoffs here. I'm going to give you some teams, and you tell me if they still have a chance at the AFC wild card, or are they just waiting until next year? How about Cleveland at 4 and 6?
They're actually getting hot right now, but I still don't see them getting there and being in the playoffs.
Okay, same division. Steelers, they're 5 and 5 right now.
Yeah, I think the loss to Cleveland finished off that run.
Also 5 and 5, the Titans.
They actually have a chance if they stick to what they do best, and that's
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
on plays like this when the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Now the ball comes loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch your leg. Joker. Mike 5-4.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
4th down. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 63 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This is Carson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Penny, the 1st down carry, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Harrison Smith on the tackle.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Seahawks 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there out of Cook. 45. Yards.
1st down, Vikings.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 34 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Now Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
380. Switch the mic right here. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. There's Wilson to throw. Steps away. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Wilson steps away to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Disley there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. third down. Dalvin Cook.